Time is of the essence, and we don't have much left for this John Cena farewell tour. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. So, coming off of SummerSlam last weekend, all of the talk that is surrounding the WWE is this potential John Cena versus Brock Lesnar match that is surely going to go down during this farewell tour, right? Like it or not, there's nothing we could do at this point. It looks as if it is pretty much guaranteed that's what we're going to get, right? So we see John Cena open up this episode of Smackdown, and he starts shooting from the hip. And I do believe every single word that came out of his mouth during this portion, because we've heard multiple different wrestlers throughout the years, say similar things to this. He goes on to talk about that he's afraid, he's afraid that he's not going to be able to give enough during this farewell tour. He's afraid that once it's officially over, that people are going to forget about him, right? And you see the crowd, trying to reiterate and remind him that no, that's not something that's going to happen. This is finally the opportunity now for people to give him his flowers during this babyface turn that he's recently had. I think that the way that they executed it was extremely poor and very lazy storytelling. But hey, we're at the part where we need to be at, right? And he goes on to say that, he's also afraid of fighting Brock Lesnar, and he doesn't know in what universe that the current John Cena right now would want to fight Brock Lesnar. But we all know that he is going to fight Brock Lesnar, right? He says, if you want some, come get some. And then he opens up a open challenge to the entire locker room, reiterating, if you want some, come get some. And we hear none other than the Maverick Logan Paul's music hit. Now, I'm sure that a lot of people were crossing their fingers and hoping that we would hear the music of AJ Styles. And with the limited amount of dates left that we have during this retirement tour, I feel like that is the last opponent that people want to kind of check off of their wish list of last couple of John Cena matches that they want to see. But with him currently being in a storyline with Dominic Mysterio, it doesn't feel as if the timing was exactly right for us to get that going. Also, with him being on the Raw brand, I know that they basically could give a damn about the brand split, but still that is something to factor into, right? So Logan Paul, he sits there and he says that he wants to have a match with John Cena, and it becomes confirmed they are going to go one-on-one at Clash of Paris. Now, in my mind, this is a match that was inevitable. We've seen, even before this John Cena retirement tour, that we saw different teases and different times that Logan Paul mentioned how he wanted to have this match. And we all know how WWE is with these big kind of mainstream attraction type of matches. This is a match that does kind of engage the casual viewer, with names like Logan Paul and John Cena. Obviously, John Cena's ties to Hollywood, and Logan Paul's, impulsive podcast and the Prime energy drink that I see every single kid drinking, from the ages to like 7 to 12. I see every kid with a Prime in their hand, right? So this is a match that is going to engage people who normally don't watch the show, and we all know how WWE is. They are, at this point in time, especially with the tie-ins with Netflix, they have become star fuckers. It feels like on every single episode of Raw or every single PLE or any type of show that they can do, they are going to find any type of way that they possibly can to cram in some type of celebrity involvement. And when you have a guy like Logan Paul who is on the full-time roster, I think that this was something that we all kind of knew was going to go down eventually. We get a match set up in the main event after Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre jumped John Cena from the back, and we saw Cody Rhodes make the save. In that main event, we saw what is next in store for Cody Rhodes. He now has a built-in program with Drew McIntyre, which I felt as if that was going to go down as well due to the fact that him and Logan Paul got that big win at SummerSlam. And with there being kind of a shortage of legitimate heels, especially on the Smackdown brand, I felt like Drew McIntyre was the obvious choice in that. And I feel like that's going to be a good match and a good way for these two guys to tell a good story going into that show in Paris. Now, guys, I think that this is something that I would like to call a TMZ match. Logan Paul versus John Cena. Am I expecting a 5-star classic? No, this is not going to be Danielson versus Ospreay at Dynasty, but this is going to be a classic WWE match where you're going to see clips of it every single place on social media, and it's going to get the attention that WWE wants during this farewell tour. It feels like they're kind of trying to squeeze as much out of the John Cena, brand and John Cena matchups as they possibly can during the last couple of opportunities that they have. And I do think that John Cena will be going over, or at least it will look like he is going to go over, and we see him get destroyed by Brock Lesnar. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for this match? Are you excited for Logan Paul versus John Cena? Are you excited about this potential John Cena versus Brock Lesnar match that is apparently coming down the pipeline? Guys, let me know in the comment section. And please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. We are less than 300 away from 3,000 subs. So if you guys can hit that sub button, it'd be much appreciated on my end. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.